What about this moment to downtown Melo? You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Friday, January 13th, 2023, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Raymelo, that's REYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of Elvis Presley, was rushed to the hospital in California on Thursday where she died, her mother said. She was 54. Priscilla Presley confirmed her death in a statement to People on Thursday, hours after she revealed on Instagram that her daughter had been taken to the hospital. Priscilla Presley said in a statement to People, "It is with a heavy heart that I must share the devastating news that my beautiful daughter Lisa Marie has left us. She was the most passionate, strong, and loving woman I have ever known. We ask for privacy as we try to deal with this profound loss. Thank you for the love and prayers. At this time, there will be no further comment." Earlier on Thursday, Priscilla Presley said that her beloved daughter was rushed to the hospital in a post on Instagram. She said she is now receiving the best care. Please keep her and our family in your prayers. We feel the prayers from around the world and ask for privacy during this time. The Los Angeles Sheriff's Department confirmed to Yahoo Entertainment that deputies were responding to Presley's home in Calabasas at around 11:17 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The medical episode just came 2 days after Presley appeared at the Golden Globe Awards with her mother to support Baz Luhrmann's Elvis, in which Austin Butler starred as her late father, Elvis Presley. Presley, who was close with her famed father, was just 9 years old when Elvis died in 1977. She inherited her father's estate when she turned 25 and later followed in his footsteps as a singer-songwriter, releasing 3 albums. Daughter of the king of rock and roll, married musician Danny Kauf in 1988, with whom she had 2 children. Their daughter Riley is an actress and model, and their son Benjamin Storm Q, who died by suicide at the age of 27 in 2020. Presley divorced Q in 1994 and married pop star Michael Jackson that same year. She and Jackson divorced in 1996, and she married actor Nicolas Cage in 2002, but they were separated within 4 months. She later married Michael Lockwood, with whom she had twin daughters, Finley and Harley Lockwood. Presley and Lockwood divorced in 2011. Presley penned an essay in People magazine last year in which she discussed the grief she felt after the death of her son. Presley wrote in August, "I've dealt with death, grief, and loss since the age of 9 years old. I've had more than anyone's fair share of it in my lifetime, and somehow I've made it this far. But this one, the death of my beautiful, beautiful son, the sweetest and most incredible being that I have ever had the privilege of knowing, who made me feel so honored every single day to be his mother, who was so much like his grandfather on so many levels that he actually scared me, which made me worry about him even more I naturally would have. Just said no." Presley was 54. Avatar director James Cameron and producer Jon Landau placed their hands and footprints in cement in front of the TCL's Chinese Theater on Thursday. Disney shared photos of the event. The Chinese Theater in Los Angeles has a tradition of honoring celebrities and filmmakers by preserving their prints. The tradition dates back to when Sid Grauman owned the theater and continued when the Mann's chain managed the theater through today. Avatar stars Sigourney Weaver and Stephen Lang were also in attendance. Avatar: The Way of Water opened on December 16th. It has so far earned $528 million domestically and $1.75 billion worldwide. It was nominated for a Golden Globe Awards and today added a Producers Guild Award nomination. 2009's Avatar made $2.7 million in its initial release, including $750 million from the U.S. Cameron has filmed the 3rd Avatar and part of a 4th, with plans up to a 5th movie. Cameron also directed The Terminator, Aliens, The Abyss, Terminator 2, True Lies, and Titanic. Landau produced Titanic and co-produced Dick Tracy and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Together, Cameron and Landau produced Solaris and Alita: Battle Angel. The Producers Guild of America announced their nominees for the 34th Annual PGA Awards on Thursday. Winners will be announced on the February 25th ceremony. Producers of the film Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Glass Onion, Tar, Top Gun: Maverick, and The Whale were nominated for the Darryl F. Zanuck Award for Outstanding Producer of a Theatrical Motion Picture. Producers of Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Minions: The Rise of Gru, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and Turning Red are up for the Animated Theatrical Motion Picture Award. Television drama nominees for the Norman Felton Award for Episodic Television Drama includes the producers of Andor, Better Call Saul, Ozark, Severance, and The White Lotus. For the Denny Thomas Award for Episodic Television Comedy, nominees include Abbott Elementary, Barry, The Bear, Hacks, and Only Murders in Buildings. Limited anthology series completed for the David L. Wolper Award. Nominated shows include Dahmer Monster, Jeffrey Dahmer's Story, The Dropout, Inventing Anna, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Pam and Tommy. TV or streaming motion pictures nominee are Fire Island, Hocus Pocus 2, Pinocchio, Prey, and We're, the Al Yankovic Story. Nonfiction television nominees are 30 for 30, 60 Minutes, George Carlin's American Dream, Lucy and Desi, and Stanley Tucci, Searching for Italy. The live entertainment variety sketch, stand-up, and talk show nominees are The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, Jimmy Kimmel Live, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and Saturday Night Live. And the game and competitions television nominees are The Amazing Race, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, Top Chef, and The Voice. The Producers Guild previously announced Tom Cruise as the David O. Selznick Award recipient, and nominees in the Documentary Motion Pictures, Sports Program, Children Program, and Short Form Program categories. Nickelodeon and Paramount Plus announced the start of production on Zoey 102 Thursday. The film stars Jamie Lynn Spears, reprising her role from the TV series Zoey 101. Zoey 101 cast members Aaron Sanders, Sean Flynn, Matthew Underwood, Christopher Macy, Abby Wilde, and Jack Salvatore also are reprising their roles. Original cast members Victoria Justice was not listed. The plot revolves around a wedding that brings together the alum of Pacific Coast Academy. The announcement did not reveal who is getting married. Spears said in a statement, "I'm beyond thrilled to be back alongside my PCA family and continue the story of Zoey and all the characters fans know and love. As an executive producer, it's been an exciting opportunity to work with such incredible talent as well as Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon." Nancy Howard is directing from Monica Shear and Madeline Whitby's script, though Zoey 102 is still only a working title. Production is underway in North Carolina. Paramount Plus expects to stream the film later this year. Voice actor Justin Roiland, who is credited for co-creating the popular adult animated show Rick and Morty, was in a California courtroom Thursday to face allegations of assault and falsely imprisoning an ex-girlfriend in 2020. The 42-year-old faces 2 felony counts related to an incident that occurred with the woman he was dating in January 2020. He is charged with 1 count of domestic battery, corporal injury, and 1 felony of false imprisonment by menace, violence, fraud, or deceit, according to a criminal complaint obtained by NBC News. The complaint was filed by the Orange County District Attorney's Office in May 2020. Roiland pleaded not guilty to both charges later that year. His pre-trial hearing was held in Orange County on Thursday. Roiland was released on a $50,000 bond in August 2020. Many of the case records, including an affidavit for Roiland's arrest, are sealed. Roiland and his attorney have not publicly responded to the allegations against him. Roiland voices several characters on the popular show Rick and Morty, including the titular characters. He has since launched the show Solar Opposites for Hulu, along with the recent release Koala Man in December. The video game High on Life, which Roiland developed, released on Xbox and PC, quickly becoming one of the most played games in Microsoft's console. This is not the first time controversy to face the creators behind Rick and Morty. In 2018, fellow co-creator Dan Harmon, who was the showrunner on Community, deleted his Twitter account after a controversial 2009 comedy sketch he produced began to recirculate online. Harmon says, in 2009 I made a pilot which strove to parody the series Dexter and only succeeded in offending. I quickly realized the content was way too distasteful and took the video down immediately. Nobody should have ever seen what you saw, and for that I sincerely apologize. Mayans M.C. will come to an end after 5 seasons, FX head Jon Landau announced at the Television Critics Association on Thursday. The Son of Anarchy's spinoff, created by Kurt Sutter and Elgin James, covered a Latino motorcycle club with the San Padre Charter. The Mayans appeared in the very first episode of Sons of Anarchy, which ran on FX for 7 seasons from 2008 to 2014. Mayans MC stars Edward James Olmos, J.D. Pardo, Sarah Bolger, Clayton Cardonas, Michael Irby, and Clara Barata. Pardo and Cardonas play brothers Easy and Angel, who run the MC together until conflict arises. At the end of season 4, things look bleak for the club when someone sets fire to a warehouse full of heroin earmarked to help the club's finance. The description of season 5 reads, once the golden boy with the American dream in his grasp, Easy, his brother Angel, and the rest of the Santo Padre MC face retaliation from other chapters after a failed attempt to align under one king. Meanwhile, Easy and Angel have grown distant from their father, Felipe, played by Olmos, after a heart-wrenching betrayal. Showrunner James says the 5th and final season will seal one character's fate, whatever that ultimately be. James told Entertainment Weekly, what's happening is the show will never ever be the same. The brothers will never be the same. I don't know if that Angel's setting the fire. I don't know if that's Isaac. I don't know who that is. But there's someone who's burning all that down, and nothing on our show will ever be the same. Kurt and I did start to lay the stuff in from the very beginning, like, oh, this is the way Easy was going to always end. That was his faith from the start. No 5th season premiere date has been announced yet. The CW announced premiere dates for the final season of Riverdale and Nancy Drew on Friday. Riverdale returns Wednesday, March 29th at 9 p.m. for its 7th and final season. Nancy Drew premiered its 4th and final season Wednesday, May 31st at 8 p.m. Both shows will air their series finale on Wednesday, August 23rd, with Nancy Drew at 8 p.m. and Riverdale at 9 p.m. Both shows were modern-day adaptations of their literary sources. Riverdale imagines the Archie gang as a modern-day teenagers embroiled in love affairs and murders. Nancy Drew aged up the young detective in new cases. The final season of Riverdale introduces time traveling and takes Jughead, played by Cole Sprouse, back to the 1950s. Jughead is troubled to find that Archie, played by K.J. Apa, Betty, played by Lily Reinhardt, and Veronica, played by Camila Mendez, have already adopted 50 personas. In her final case, Nancy Drew, played by Kennedy McMahon, investigates missing bodies from the cemetery, which were either stolen or actually rose from the grave. Nancy Drew also stars Tanuji Kassim, Madison Jazani, and Alex Saxon. Morgan Freeman has joined the cast of the Paramount Plus series Lioness. The streaming service confirmed in a press release Friday that Freeman will star in the new spy thriller. Freeman joined previously announced stars Zoe Saldana, Nicole Kidman, Liza de la Loveria, Dave Annabelle, Jill Wagner, LaMonica Garrett, James Jordan, Austin Herbert, Jonah Wharton, Stephanie Noor, and Hannah Love Nanier. Lioness follows Cruz Manuelos, played by De La Loveria, a rough around the edges but passionate young Marine recruited to join the CIA's Lioness engagement team to help bring down a terrorist organization from within. Zadana plays Joe, the station chief of the Lioness program tasked with training, managing, and leading her female undercover operatives, while Freeman will portray Edwin Mullins, the U.S. Secretary of State. Lioness hails from Yellowstone co-creator Taylor Sheridan. The series is produced by MTV Entertainment Studios and 101 Studios for Paramount Plus. Freeman most recently had a series regular role as Stewart on the Amazon series Solos. Ryan Reynolds will narrate a new series for National Geographic. The network said in a press release Friday that Reynolds will narrate and produce the natural history series Underdogs. Underdogs is described as an unconventional natural history series that will tell the story of the heroic underdogs and of the nature world, the good, the bad, and the frankly ugly. The official description reads, from their hidden talents to their bold hygiene choices, unsavory courtships, rituals, devious camouflage techniques, and tough love parenting with. Underdogs will celebrate and champion the unique and unpredictable behaviors of a little-known and surprising cast of animal characters. The series is produced by Reynolds, Maximum Effort, and Wildstar Film. Underdog, National Geographic content president Courtney Monroe said, Underdogs represents an entirely fresh take on the natural history genre that is sure to delight and inform audiences of all ages. With Ryan and Maximum's efforts, irreverent spirit, and Wildstar's award-winning expertise in wildlife storytelling, we have assembled the perfect team to tell the entire stories of nature's unsung heroes with both humor and heart. Underdog will consist of 10 episodes and will premiere in 2025. Reynolds is known for playing the Marvel character Wade Wilson, a.k.a. Deadpool. Yellowjackets has added new actors for season 2, with Elijah Wood, Jason Ritter, and Lauren Ambrose joined the show, and Showtime released a trailer for the season. The official acclaimed show stars Melanie Linsky, Juliette Lewis, Christina Ricci, and Tawny Cypress as the present-day survivors of an airline crash, and Jasmine Savoy Brown, Samantha Hanratty, Courtney Ease, Liv Hewson, Sophie Neerson, and Sophia Tucker as their counterparts, more from the past, returning in March. The show has developed a devoted fan base with 100% ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's one of the most streamed shows in Showtime's history with 5 million views. The show has developed a devoted fan base with a 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and is one of the most streamed shows in Showtime's history with 5 million viewers. Even though Season 2 has yet to air, Yellowjackets has already been picked up for Season 3. Concurrent timelines tell the story. In the past, a group of teens of a high school soccer team are trying to survive in the woods after an airline crash kills some of their teammates. The survivor spends 19 months there before being rescued, and not before that, encountering some unexpected turns and events. In the past 25 years, the women tried to figure out who sent them a postcard with details of what happened in the wilderness. With the elements of the 1972 Andes crash and Lord of the Flies combined with its stellar cast, Yellowjackets has earned its positive audiences. The second season's trailer includes some integrating quotes. New cast member Elijah Wood tells Misty, played by Richie, kidnap, cuts, and sheep are your friendship are a little more complicated than before. Natalie, played by Lewis, is down and shown in regression therapy, and when asked what she sees in being hypnotized, she says, "Darkness, we brought it back with us." Other scenes, the teens surrounded the show in airlines as they continue their quest to stay alive by any means. Yellowjackets Season 2 earns... Yellowjackets Season 2 premieres on Showtime on March 24th. Mel Brooks is 96 years old, but he's not ready to retire yet. The comedian, actor, writer, and producer is behind the History of the World Part 2, a 4 decades in the making sequel to his 1981 movie, The History of the World Part 1. The star-studded trailer was released on Friday. Brooks, Wanda Sykes, Nick Kroll, and Ian Barinholtz appeared in the show and are credited with the writing. Both versions poke fun at historical figures. In the current incarnation, Jesus Christ, Harriet Tubman, Noah, Sigmund Freud, Amelia Earhart, Abraham Lincoln, Alexander Graham Bell, and Marco Polo are among those skewered by Brooks' padded brand of humor. The 8-episode series, running over 4 nights on Hulu, bring the star power from every corner of Hollywood. The cast is comprised of Pamela Adlon, Tom Blountz, Zazie Beetz, Jillian Bell, Quinta Brunson, Dove Cameron, Darcy Carden, Ronnie Shea, Rob Corday, Danny DeVito, David Duchovny, Hannah Enbinder, Jay Ellis, Josh Gad, Kimoko Glenn, Brendan Kyle Goodman, Jake Johnson, Richard Kine, Johnny Knoxville, Lara Lapkus, Jennifer Lewis, Poppy Liu, Giulio Torriglio, Jason Mantzoukas, Ken Marino, Jack McBrayer, Zahn McLaren, Charles Menton, Kumail Nanjiani, Brooke O'Hearn, Andrew Reynolds, Emily Ratajkowski, Sam Richardson, Nick Robinson, Seth Rogen, Sarah Silverman, Timothy Simons, J.B. Smoove, David Wayne, Tika Waititi, Reggie Watts, and Tyler James himself, and Brooks as well. The History of the World Part 2 will air on Hulu, starting with 2 episodes on March 6th. Then 2 more episodes will drop each day until the finale on May 9th. Apple TV Plus announced on Friday that their music competition series My Kind of Country has added 3 talent scouts. Reese Witherspoon and Kacey Musgraves executive produce and appear on the show, which will premiere March 24th. Jimmy Allen, Mickey Guytron, and Orville Peck are joining the worldwide search to discover the next country music star. They will bring contestants to Nashville to develop their sound. Each scout roster will compete for 1 grand prize from Apple Music. The platform will give the winner support and exposure for their music. My Kind of Country will follow the artists over the 8 episodes. Allen released his debut album in 2018 and was named CMA's Artist of the Year in 2021. Guyton released her first album in 2021 and was named Time's Breakthrough Artist of the Year in 2022. Peck released his debut album in 2019 and signed with Columbia Records after Musgraves has been performing professionally since 2008. Witherspoon is an Oscar-winning actor. She stars in and executive produced Apple TV's The Morning Show, as well as Hulu's Little Fires Everywhere and HBO's Big Little Lies. And finally, here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of January 14th. Number 10, Beyonce with Cuff It. Number 9, Steve Lacy with Bad Habit. Number 8, The Weeknd for Die For You. Number 7, Harry Styles with As It Was. Number 6, Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, and 21 Savage with Creepin'. Number 5, Drake and 21 Savage with Rich Flex. Number 4, David Guetta and Baby Rayha with I'm Good Blue. Number 3, SZA with Kill Bill. Number 2, Sam Smith and Kim Petras with Unholy. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 singles charts for the week of January 14th, Taylor Swift with Anti-Hero. And that is the Entertainment Report for Friday, January 14th, 2023. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Tuesday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's REYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.